What's up, This is Prima with the Just Prima Show. I'm coming on to do a quick video sharing parts of me that's very hard for me right now. I came on really just to ask for prayers, support, resources, information of resources for mental health facilities, drug rehab, housing, in particular for people coming out of prison and for people that are getting out of the military. For me, more so coming home from prison. Unfortunately, there are people that are released from prison that don't have the resources when they come home and they don't know how to function. They need medication, they need housing, they have been institutionalized and don't know how to function in the real or the free world, so to speak. Although they're free physically, they're not free mentally. The penal system medicates them, makes them do and follow certain rules, and when they come to regular civilization or with civilians, we'll say, it's an adjustment for both. So for me, both of those are situations that I'm experiencing with loved ones and people that are very dear to me. It's heartbreaking. It makes me feel helpless. Not hopeless, but helpless. So I am asking for resources. Resources meaning places to go for people that have insurance and that don't have insurance. And it's I would say, a desperate call for help because I don't know how to help. I've tried everything that I know how to try. I've called for mental health crisis units to come out to where we are. I have gone to our local main hospital here, and not a whole lot that can be done. When you're dealing with mental health issues, people that are suspicious, paranoid, post-traumatic stress disorder, and when they should be medicated or have been medicated when they were in both institutions, and then they're released without the family knowing that they need certain resources, and without the released inmates or people from the military being kind of handed off to family members and letting them know, hey, they need to continue this medication or they need these resources or whatever. They're left to just figure it out and wreak havoc sometimes in the home of people that are used to living a peaceful life. Although you have family and loved ones that want to help you, we aren't equipped to help you because we don't know how and we have not been informed. I do intend on starting a LLC. I'm working on that to help because it's something else that I am dealing with, something that I am unfamiliar with, something that I am not fully equipped to handle. I have cried many tears and sat with a few other people that have cried some tears because it is it's a different space. I've been in a lot of spaces and I've experienced a lot of things, and a lot of things I've been the first to experience in my life or in my circle, and this is another first. I feel like what I'm experiencing right now is something that has been put in my life to either be, like a hindrance or a distraction to get my spirits down, and I'm trying my best to hold on. I'm trying to stay prayerful. I don't talk to a lot of people about what I'm experiencing because, like a lot of things in my life, they haven't experienced it, so they don't quite understand. So why waste the breath? This is a humbling situation for me. It is really opening up my heart and casting my pearls before the world. But the people I'm speaking of are family, my son and family members, that I really need. I really need some resources. I really need some help. I am asking for housing. I'm asking for mental health. Due to being institutionalized, I am asking if anyone knows of resources, whether you have insurance or not. I'm asking for counseling services, rehab from drugs and addiction when you have been given those things from the system and they aren't showing you how to cope out here in the civilian life. And I know that when you're doing things on purpose and in purpose, for me, sharing my story and telling my life, this has been something that I was not expecting. I wasn't prepared for. I expected something different. And when life gives you lemons, I'm one that's trying to make lemonade. This is just a harder one because it's, again, issues of my heart. So I'm sharing it and asking for help, asking for resources, information. So I appreciate it. I'm not going to stay on long tonight. But like my elders say, pray my strength in the Lord. Pray my family's strength in the Lord, or my strength in something higher and greater than me. It's a different place. It's a different place. I am JUSTPRIMA@gmail.com is a place that you can email me. You can leave responses on my YouTube page, JUSTPR1MA. I appreciate all the responses, all the resources, all the information. And it's with urgency that I am asking. This is Wednesday, my regular day. Again, my intention is to come back in November with the Just Prima show with other guests, people coming on being interviewed, people coming on to talk about the things that they've experienced that's similar to mine or not similar to mine, people coming on telling their stories. I also intend on coming on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. to have candid co-ed conversations like my last episode, to talk about different topics, talk about things that people experience on an everyday basis from a male and female perspective. So it would not just be myself, but it'll be male and female. But what's, prevalent and what's something that's major for me right now is dealing with family members, particularly male family members, children that, based on things that have happened in life that's unfortunate, things that were beyond our control or beyond their control that has shifted and changed things in their lives, and as a result of that, changed things in my life and other people's lives around me that may not be as comfortable speaking about it. And I'm not saying that I'm comfortable, because I'm really not. I'm trying my best not to cry. Be a big girl. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's experiencing this, but how do you deal with loved ones? How do you deal with your children and people that you have been a part of raising and influencing their lives, and their mental illness? And some mental illness, I feel like, is induced by drugs and medications that were given to them in the places and the facilities that they were in. And when they come back home, they're different than how they left. You're not certain when to let them in your house and when not to let them in your house. Things being missing from your house, the angry, violent outburst or response, the suspicion that they feel, the fear that they feel. A lot of it is fear and not trusting because of the things that they experienced. And you don't want them to hurt themselves. You don't want them to hurt anyone else. The guilt that you may feel because the family has to deal with and tolerate as you as a mother, and I'm speaking about mothers in particular, and maybe fathers. I'm a woman though. Try to keep the peace and, praying and hoping for the best, believing that good conquers all and love wins and all of that. How do you deal with that? How do you navigate? And again, what resources are out here? So I will, if nothing else I do when I get my strength back, y'all, be starting a LLC, not knowing all the answers because I don't have them. But if I have to be the face and I have to be the voice and I have to be the one to, spill my guts again, which is what I'm asking God, why do I have to spill my guts again? Why do I have to be the one to go through something like different than my circle? Why do I have to be the one to experience what I'm experiencing? I just want peace and harmony and love and everybody get along and let's do this. That's what I want in life. But for whatever reason I'm experiencing this, I am. So again, I'm asking for positive vibes, prayers, love, light. The negative one, save it, keep it, not interested. I have enough going through my head on my own about why and woulda, coulda, shoulda. But some things are beyond our control. Some things are God's purpose and God's plan, things that are supposed to happen. So I don't have all the answers, but I do know that what I'm experiencing, I am definitely asking for housing for those people that are dealing with what they're dealing with, counseling, rehabilitation, drug rehabilitation, mental health issues, people that have been institutionalized. So I'm asking mentors, men that are willing to speak into these young men's lives. This is a real issue and matter of my heart that I am sharing. I am a mother. I am a woman whose heart is broken right now. Spirit's low. They're trying to navigate through something different. So, wanted to share Jess Prima, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. I won't be live. I'm doing this a little bit early as I try to rest myself. So, just sharing again. And I'm going to say I am out. Love and appreciate all of you, all the responses in advance, all the encouragement, all the resources. Any financial support, because when they don't have insurance and they don't have money to stay places or go to certain places, then they're just out here. And I do want to say this before I end. With our youth, with our mental health patients, with people coming from the military, with people coming from prison, if we don't deal with them proactively, we will deal with them reactively. And in dealing with them reactively, then they can be the people that you have negative experiences with, that we can be proactive versus reactive. So my goal is to be proactive and not reactive in the end or at the end of the day. So just checking in, wanting to say hi, reaching out. Those that respond, thank you, and those that don't, thank you. And Just Prima is out. Have a good night. See you next time. Stay tuned for what's going on with me next.